Hi, I'm an old guy and I do maths. Our task is to simplify this set of expressions, which probably means combining it into one. I remember the first time I saw something like this, I just had no idea what to do. I'm a little more informed now, and there are some clues as to how we might approach this in the way in which this is set out. You'll notice that this, and this are each quadratics. So the denominators here are quadratics. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to factorize those as a first step. And I've done so here. And you can see that each one of them has been factorized. They're very easy to factorize. If you don't understand what's going on here, it's probably best to have a look at a video either on this channel or another about how to factorize quadratics. Anyhow, with that done, we wind up with our expressions written like this, denominators into factors. Now, you'll notice that this, and this are underlined. They're underlined for a reason. We're looking for a common denominator. Now, the real horror show would be to multiply each one of these things up by the other. We don't want to do that. It would be pretty ugly. We would indeed get a common denominator, but it would not be one that we could work with easily. So how do we find a common denominator when faced with this? Well, the underlinings give us a clue. What we do is we look at the unique factors. Now, x plus 3 doesn't appear anywhere else here, so that's unique. X minus 2 does appear in 2, but not in all three. So we'll underline that there. We could underline it here. And x plus 4 appears in all three, so we'll underline it once. And what we get is we get this set of three factors, which, if we had gone to a whole pile of trouble, we could probably have whittled this down to. Now, what's the logic behind this? Just let me get another piece of paper here. Those of you who understand what's going on, just skip ahead. Right, let's just assume that we have a slightly simpler problem. We have this, and we have this, and we want to add them. What I can do, because we have some common element, I can get rid of this element. And I can do so by multiplying each one of these expressions by x plus 5 on 1. And effectively, these disappear. They're cancelled. And we are left with x plus 4 and x plus 3, the unique factors of each. And so then applying the usual rules of cross multiplication, we have our denominator, this times this. One numerator is that times that, the other is that times that. We get this, and we can simplify this down. That is what could have gone on here. So we could have multiplied this, for instance, by x plus 4 over 1, and this by x plus 4 over, x minus 2 over 1, and this by x plus 4 over 1, and we'd have been left with this, and this, which is what you see here. Now, applying that, what we then need to do is we need to rewrite each fraction with the common denominator. That means taking the factor that is missing in the first one and multiplying it by that factor over itself, effectively multiplying by 1. And we wind up with this. And you will note that the denominator here is the product of all the unique factors, or it would be if we multiplied it up. Now, moving on to the rest of this, I'll just take this page out and insert this page. The second expression has the same thing happen to it. it already has a denominator of 2 of the factors, so we multiply by the third factor on itself, and we get this. And so with the third factor. Now, what does that mean for us? Well, what it means is that we can rewrite all of this as one fraction. 3 into x minus 2, which we got here, minus 1 into x plus 4, which we got here, plus 2 into x plus 3, which we got here. Now, this is our friend, the common denominator, and we'll come back to that later. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand each of these, and you can see that here. 3 into x minus 2 gives me that, negative 1 into x plus 4 gives me that, 2 into x plus 3 gives me that. Combine them, because that's the instruction, and this all simplifies down to 4x minus 4. And we have our common denominator. So our simplified form of this, after all that work, is 4x minus 4, the denominator expanded and simplified, over x minus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4, the common denominator arrived at as I showed you. So, I hope you found that interesting and useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.